I journaled for 1 year straight, and I'm going to tell you right now is the most life changing thing I have ever done and never going back on ever again. Not only has it taught me consistency, but it's literally taught me how to have a solid, honest, truthful relationship with myself to the point where I had to see the most raw parts I did not even know were there. The parts that my mind hid from me because I was afraid of it. And I'm not mad at it. It was protecting me. But these are the things that I needed to see about myself because you find yourself in a cycle repeatedly and you don't realize or know why you keep getting there, there's some things that you need to confront. So not only did it get me to see my cycles of behavior, it got me to see just who I am. It got me to be really truthful about who I am, and it taught me consistency. It taught me straight up consistency. I want to talk about some of the three things that I learned completely and how it can benefit you. Journaling doesn't have to be this difficult thing. This is something that you can do for 10, 15 minutes a day. Mine started with about 15 minutes, but it just naturally flowed that way. Then it turned into 30, then it turned into an hour. Just letting your mind just throw up on the page, just get everything out that it needs to, and talk to yourself in the most raw way that you can. So, some of the things that I learned, I'm going to go through because honestly, if you're struggling with wanting to get somewhere but keep finding yourself stuck, finding yourself getting into the same type of relationships over and over, or just struggling, period, with tapping into who you are, this one is for you right here. Straight up, straight up, straight up. So, one of the first things that I learned was how I fought escapism. What it was that made me escape into certain people, made me escape into sex, love, what I was addicted to, and what I was chasing or what I was running from within myself. Being able to realize how I was fighting that and being honest about what was happening. And when I started feeling lonely and the things that I started to do within that loneliness, it made me realize, oh shit, I really have a problem with this. Like, this is not just, I want love. This is not just, oh, I want a relationship. This is me escaping into other people and not being truthful and honest to me about what it is that I want, following other people and succumbing to their rules and how they want. What do you want me to do for you? I'll do anything for you to not do for myself. And at the time I didn't know that, but I grew into knowing that when I started being truthful about it. So when I learned what loneliness was and where that was coming from, loneliness was a matter of looking for fulfillment in other places. I didn't know how to validate myself in those places. So when you're feeling lonely, you have to ask yourself, what is it that I'm lacking within me? What am I doing that's not bringing fulfillment? What am I doing that's making me want to escape into other things outside of where I am right now? But being with yourself and learning how to build meaningful, true, meaningful relationships around you, that loneliness subsides a little bit. Instead of fighting to escape, fight to stay within that space and learn it and figure out what it is that's going on in that space when you are feeling like you want to escape into other things outside of you. Another thing that I learned, which brings me right into that, which is, am I the problem? I had to ask myself that a lot. Because, like I said, you find yourself in the same situation repeatedly in the same cycle and pattern of behavior, then you have to start asking, is it me? It can't be the people. I'm choosing the people technically. I'm putting myself in these situations. I'm succumbing to certain things within me to satisfy these relationships. Am I the problem? And more than likely, you probably are the problem. I'm not going to lie to you. You probably are. And I'm not saying there aren't situations where, we can't help that other people do certain things to us. But then you can start to question, or you can start to look at, well, what is it about this individual that continues to attract me to that person? What is it about this situation that keeps me here at this low space? What is it that I'm afraid of to keep to move forward? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it about you that keeps you in the why do I keep ending up in dot dot dot? You know what I mean? So that's another thing that it taught me is often asking myself, is it me? Am I the problem? And it's okay to be the problem because more than likely you are your own problem. All right. So The third thing is jumping into wanting results before I thought about even just getting better as an individual. Jumping into results will make you feel like you're not confident within you at all. Like it will literally play on your confidence. And the reason why I say that is because when you're looking for results, you're pretty much looking for validation from other people and you're looking for the instant gratification. And then when you don't get that, you think that you're the problem. Well, technically, you are a problem because you're not giving that to yourself. What are you doing it for? Are you doing it out of a scarcity mindset? Are you doing it because you know you need to change your circumstance, but it's not happening fast enough? Are you doing it because you genuinely enjoy doing this? Whatever the reason is that you're looking for results before you look to get better at your craft, before you look to get better at what you're doing, you're chasing something more than likely. And when you chase the results, you start to doubt who you are, what you're doing. Does anybody like me? Why am I not getting this? Why am I not getting that? I'm not saying that the algorithm doesn't play a part. What I'm saying is fuck the results. Just fuck the results. Be who you are. Get better at the result is you getting better. The result is doing the thing that you want to do and having the space to do it or creating the space to do it. That's the result, not the numbers. The numbers are cool and dandy, but isn't it you being able to enjoy doing the thing, the purpose? I'm just saying. It's important to have patience when you're doing this, when you're focused on getting better. Patience is building the foundation. You have to have the foundation to be able to enjoy the results in the first place. Because then all you're going to do is keep chasing the results and not chasing to get better. Build your foundation, create the patience within the process, and keep going and stop looking for the instant gratification. Stop looking for the results. The results is you getting better every single day. And that's what journaling brought me. I realized the negative relationship that I had with myself, how often I was speaking to myself negatively because I allowed something else outside of me to dictate how I feel about me. Absolutely not. But that's what journaling did for a full year. And learning how to be consistent for the first time for a full year is actually mind blowing to me because I did not miss a day. And to say that proudly, I'm happy too. Like, I'm really happy to say that very proudly because it's the first thing that I was ever able to stay consistent with. There were things that I quit over and over and over and over again. And so being able to completely stay dedicated to something, nothing tops that. So get to journaling, start doing it, start building that relationship with yourself.